Hi there folks. Now when I was making this video, Adam hadn't quite finalised the plans, so if you've just eaten I hope you've enjoyed your meal, and if we're just about to eat then I hope you enjoy your meal. Well, you're probably wondering where I am. Well, to make this video I needed somewhere nice and quiet where I wasn't going to get disturbed. So why don't you have a look around. Haha! So, welcome to Adam and Sarah's house. Now, this is the quietest place because no one's going to be here unless Adam comes to let Radley out in around about 25 minutes, so I better be quick. So anyway, I've been looking forward to this day now for, I don't know. It's such a special day. It's about togetherness, it's about loyalty, it's about being with your family, being with your friends, love, passion. It's just such a special day, so come on England, and the wedding. Hi there folks. Now you're probably wondering why I'm standing here in Weymouth Harbour. Well, it is normally customary for me to stand up in front of you in person and tell you jokes all about Adam's life. Now, I'm not saying that he's had a boring life, but he's never been arrested, he's never been found tied naked to a lamppost, and so really there was not an awful lot to say when I came down to start writing it. And also I trawled the internet for those wedding best man jokes, and I tried them out on Keith and Lynn over Christmas, and they didn't really think they were appropriate. I mean, I quite like the one where Cupid shot its bow for Adam and it snared the most beautiful, sexy, attractive, kind girl that Adam could ever meet. Unfortunately, it didn't work out and he ended up with Sarah. You see, they didn't think that was funny, I did. So, after about an hour, I'd written down a few ideas about what I could say. There was a bit of a theme going on. Everything had happened when we were about 5, 6 or 7 years old, and then going into our early teens. And most of it happened here, in Weymouth. So I thought, why not come to Weymouth and let's go to the places where these things happened, and then, you know, you can see for yourselves what Adam was really like as a kid. Hi folks. I'm not sure how many people are going to realise exactly where I am, but if you look at the sign behind me, you'll notice that I'm at Nothy Fort, again in Weymouth. Now, on a beautiful summer's day in the summer of 1987 or 1988, I can't quite remember, but when I would have been about 4 or 5 and Adam would have been about 5 or 6, there was an incident within the walls of this fort. This is the armoured vehicle stroke tank at Nothy Fort, and this is where me and Adam would have been playing at the time. We were actually in airlock in the cockpit. Adam was the driver and I was his co-pilot. Now, it was an absolute beautiful day, and my mum and dad, Adam's mum and dad, would have been sitting on this bench, probably eating an ice cream, watching their kids play happily, really proud. And then silence broke out as from this tank a screaming kid's voice was heard, shouting this. My mum looked at Lynn, Keith looked at my dad, trying to figure out where it had come from. But we all knew there was one culprit, this little boy. So, would you have all believed it? I, as a 2-3-year-old, had a potty mouth. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, you feel for Lynn, don't you? You know, angelic day, beautiful kids running around everywhere, and then one little toddler has to spoil it for everybody. Anyway, next one, back in Weymouth again, but this time it's called emuitis. Okay, Sarah, this one might not be a direct reference to you, however it could cause you an awful lot of embarrassment. Summer of 1985, Adam would be 2 or 3 years old and were on this beach. However, for the whole 2-week holiday, Adam couldn't actually be brought onto the beach because he had something called emuitis. Now, it's not very common, however, let me explain. Baby with a head in the sand. For the whole 2 weeks, whenever he was brought onto the beach, he would bury his head in the sand like a damn emu. Why? Why? I don't know, just something to watch out for. So, what do you think? Bit weird, huh? I don't know, sticking your head in the sand. Apparently on the same holiday I used to keep picking up fag ends and trying to eat them, but not my wedding, so we don't need to go into that. Anyway, football played a big part in mine and Adam's lives. However, it didn't go without incident. Roll VT.
You're now all looking at the AstroTurf football pitch behind Measham Leisure Centre. Around about 8 or 9 years ago, a certain Mr. Alex Nichols, Adam's cousin, invited Adam and I down for a kick around with his mates on one Thursday evening. And subsequently, me and Adam used to go with Alex for the next 3 or 4 years, until Alex got too old and hung his boots up.
And so one gloomy Thursday evening, Adam was asked to play on the other team. For the first time, we'd be split up. Anyway, around about 40-45 minutes into the game, I've got the ball. Adam comes to tackle me. I breeze round him in a Cristiano Ronaldo-esque fashion. He's humiliated, he's embarrassed, I can understand it. He runs after me and he just completely legs me over from behind. I end up in a heap and he stands there. He looked sheepish, he looked guilty, and rightly so. I was bleeding from the hands, I was bleeding from the elbows, and I was bleeding from the knees. Can't believe it, his best friend. So, who'd have thought it? He's a dirty, aggressive little monkey at times. And let's just have a look at my scar now. Can we see that, look? Scarred for life. Scarred for life. Anyway, back on me. Football again next, and this just shows absolute utter stupidity.
I'd like to introduce you all to another place, this time Keith and Lynn's garden. Now as kids, me and Adam, along with the girls, spent hours playing cricket, football, badminton, athletics, all manner of sports, but it didn't go without incident. Take this for example, it's the greenhouse. This copped many a smash window from Adam and his cricket shots. Have a look at this one. This is Mary and Brian's greenhouse next door. That had quite a few smash windows. However, I believe that was Danielle actually, none of us. However, this was the scene right here of the most famous. Adam decided to set up a goal in between the two benches, as you can see there. Now straight away you can see there is a bit of a hazard. That's right, the windows directly behind the goal. Adam stepped up to take his free kick. He killed it superbly behind the wall, straight into the back of the net, straight through the kitchen window. Disaster. Absolute disaster. In Keith's own words, it sounded like a bomb had got off. And he would have known because he was sitting in an armchair just beyond the window.
I still today can see Keith's face as he leapt off the sofa wondering what had happened. I mean, at the time it wasn't funny, and now it's still not funny. Well, there you have it, Sarah, there you have it, folks. I mean, you can make your mind up, can't you now? Oh, well no, Sarah, you can't make your mind up because you've just married him. Oh. Anyway, jokes aside, everybody that knows Adam knows that he is a thoroughly decent guy. He's kind, he's generous, and he's just, you know, he's good fun to be around. And he's been my best friend for 28 years. Since these photos were taken, in fact. Oh, isn't that sweet? Did anybody see the subtle differences in the last photo there? Anyway, I'm about to sign off. But hold on 1 second. I have just thought of a bit of a risque story about Adam that happened about 5 years ago in Portugal. I found him in a bar with his shirt off, salt down there, lemon in his hold on 1 second, phone. Hi there, can you just bear with me 1 second? I'm just recording something for Adam's Best Man speech. If anybody wants to know the rest of that story, come and find me on the dance floor later and I'll tell you. Ad, one more thing. If you've enjoyed this video, maybe you can ask me again next time.